South fans here in Blue Ridge, are you ready for some action tonight? Very good. Keep that energy up because we got one heck of a card for you. Let's get things underway with our opening contest.
Greg Hollander, my wrestling name is Big Wood the Lumberjack. Been wrestling 24 years off and on, and it's been a long, hard road. My partner here, Johnny Searcy, we met a little over a year and a half ago, I guess, and I was running a little promotion that I just started up in LJ. And one of my buddies, Larry Chastain, introduced me to Johnny and said, I guess this guy has got some good connections and he's used to wrestle and he still wrestles off and on some, and he'd like to make, maybe come up and wrestle some. So Johnny came up and wrestled for me, and like such a big, like the way I did stuff and the way I promoted shows and stuff, he asked me to join up, let's join together, so we joined up and started running Blue Ridge, Georgia. And
I asked you if you wanted to go to another level.
Yeah, go to another level. Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
More headaches.
He's always got the bigger dreams than me. I'm just like, I'm always just concentrating, but Johnny's got the big dreams for us, and I never was planning on being in it at this level and this big. I was just happy running the show once in a blue moon and doing okay, but he opened up my eyes, and
it's been fun.
It's been a good ride. It's been a really good ride.
I'm Johnny Searcy. I've been doing this for about 26 years. Started with Harry Taylor Promotions out of Chattanooga with Pistol Pez Watley, and it's something that I always wanted to do. And I held several different small shows over the years, and I always wanted to take it to another level and be a bigger promotion. And I got introduced to Wood here, and me and him's been a good marriage. We've been real successful with the Lord's help, and many blessings have come on us. And we do a lot of work for charity, and I think our first year proved that we helped with Empty Stocking. We were their largest contributor and fundraiser that they had going, and we actually raised them right around about $14,000 for kids that was not going to have a Christmas otherwise. So the Lord was good to us on that. We've been very fortunate. Me and Wood both bring different things to the table here for DSCW.
My name's Josh, and about 7th grade, people try to steal my name, and I got it from the WWE. Like when I was, we used to play, when they first came out with the WWE video game, and they had names on there that were like, just, the fireman, this and that, and they had one that was Mr. Showtime. And from 7th grade, I remember seeing that, and my buddy, we always did backyard wrestling and stuff like that. We hit each other with like pots and pans, mom getting mad for using all of her stuff and stuff like that. And we started playing that video game and everything, and we looked down through it and it had Mr. Showtime, and I was like, man, that's catchy. And the reason that, the one background that I have that I can always say that I've had that name from then is I signed all the annuals that year. Every time I signed an annual, I'd put my name and I'd put Mr. Showtime through all the annuals. So, and I still have my annuals that I signed it, I signed in mine too, just to do it, just say, hey, from then now on, I always know that this is my name. And so for the longest time, on any video games, any, things that I do, whatever, I always put Mr. Showtime and stuff like that. But I've been doing it for about 2 years. I used to box and do MMA and stuff like that, and I fought up in Murphy, got my nose broke, and it cost me about $3 grand to get it fixed, no insurance, nothing like that. And I had a gym going at the time too. I had a MMA gym and everything. Well, this all happened, and I was like, man, this, and I had the ring set up in my yard. And Woody, my trainer and everything, he came along and was found out that I had the ring. And my cousin called me and said, you still got your ring? And I said, well, yeah, it's sitting in my yard. You can see it. He's like, well, you want to learn how to wrestle? And I was like, what do you mean, like high school wrestling? Because I was in the MMA and everything. He's like, no, that pro wrestling. I was like, all right, yeah. I was like, I've loved that stuff all my life. I've always watched it, and I just ain't never had no one to train me. And he said, I got somebody that can train me. And I said, are they legit? I said, because I don't want to be one of these, you know, backyard deals and they just taking my money. He goes, nah, man, he'll take care of you. And Woody showed up, and I don't know, from the first day we trained, I mean, I was hooked. I mean, it's like, man, this is it, you know. And I did that for, we trained for, you know, I think about 2 months. I wrestled Ray Ray in my first match. I won that, and then from there on, it's just, I don't know, it's went uphill. And I won, I'm the DSCW Light Heavyweight Champion. I won that January 21st. I won the title, beat Talon Williams for it. Because I only wrestle for Woody. I mean, there's a couple other people that I'll go wrestle for, but I don't trust a lot of people. I trust his organization. I trust the people I'm with. I trust the workers that I'm with there in the back, all of them. Any of them he brings to me, I trust them. And other places you can go and get hurt, you know. I mean, you can get out there with that backyard person that ain't had no training. And, I mean, there you go, boom. I got 2 little girls, you know, and you get hurt, they don't eat, you know, and it ain't worth that much to me, you know. And that's one of the things that slacked me off, where I'd only wrestle once a month. Like some of these guys, I mean, they're Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, and I was a family man, you know, it's Saturday once a month, you know. And I did that for a while, you know, but I won the title, and when I won the title and everything, I was like, man, maybe this is it, you know, this is what I need. I need to go further, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still NWA Deep Southern Light Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Showtime!
My name's Larry Chastain. I've been doing this for about 6 or 7 years now. I've always been a lifelong fan. I mean, I got into it a little bit late for my age. I'm actually about 42 now. And when I got into it, I was about 35 or 36. A buddy of mine, I had trained a little bit previously, but a buddy of mine came to me one day and he says, hey, you're going to be in this match this weekend. And I'm like, man, I don't know about that. That's not such a good idea. You know, I haven't been trained. And he said, don't worry about it. You come on by, I'll show you a few things to get you through, and then we'll worry about the rest of your training. So that's what we did, and that's kind of how I got started into it. And from there on, I mean, I was just hooked. It's like instant adrenaline, you know. And but I've always been a fan of wrestling. I've always wanted to do something like this. And at that time, me being 35, I was at that age where, hey, if you're not going to do it now, you know, you're not ever going to do it. So finally, I decided to go ahead and go with it, and I got into it. I've been doing it now for, like I said, 5 or 6 years. I have 2 characters that I portray, with one being the All-Star. He's just kind of the cocky, upper-class guy that really don't care about anybody but himself. Play another alter ego, which is Cousin Cletus. He's the hillbilly guy that loves everybody. polar opposites. And I actually try to, when I go out there to the ring, I actually try to make them polar opposites. I don't want one to seem like the other. I want both of them to be as different as night and day. And I pull it off pretty good. But I go out there and have fun with it no matter what I do, and that's the big thing. If I ever get to the point where I quit having fun, quit enjoying what I'm doing, then I'll give it up completely from there on. I won't worry about it anymore. That'll be my time to go on.
The Reverend Dan Wilson. I'm a professional wrestling manager and announcer. I started in 1999 and got in the wrestling business mainly just as a lifelong passion. Gypsy Joe, who is a somewhat legendary professional wrestler, is my great uncle, so I always had that influence in my life growing up. And once I got out of high school at 19 years old, I jumped into business and I've never looked back since. What kind of advice I'd give someone coming into managing would be that it's a very difficult road to hoe. As you see in the modern version of professional wrestling, there's not a lot of managers out there. It's sort of something that kind of died off with the 80s and 90s. And hopefully one day we'll make a comeback in mainstream wrestling, because I feel that the manager obviously is a valuable part of the sport.
No man is vicious. There's no man is vile. There's no man that's left a longer trail of broken bodies across the United States than Tank. So I say, bring forth the sacrifice.
I put in each show at 15 or 20 hours easily, with promoting, between internet, making posters, hanging posters. I spent 7 or 8 hours hanging posters for shows.
People don't realize what it takes to put on a show of this caliber, and you got 2 people. This is the 2 people that do it. My job in DSCW is I try to raise all the financing to bring in all the top talent and to promote the business to the community and find the fundraisers. And we have some real good people that like Glenn Harbison of the News Observer, WPPL. Buddy up there. I mean, we've just got, we are just very fortunate to have around us good people that can bring, that can make our jobs easier, because people don't really realize the man hours that is put into a good show.
Yeah.
The backing of a lot of people here in Fannin County and Blue Ridge, and there's so many sponsors that sponsors this show that has the same compassion about helping people here in this area like we do, and a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, I guess, and we're just very thankful to our families for supporting us.
City and town of Blue Ridge, well, the whole county of Fannin County is, it's in ways it's 20 years behind the times, but that's a good thing. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying it where people will get out and support each other,
yeah,
and still help each other,
yeah,
where people are not as busy worrying about their self. You know, people still outreach and stretch a hand out for people in this county, and that's the thing that really impressed me about being here.